Hey, today on 41 Garage, we're going to start part 2 of our Cherokee Overland build. Hey, welcome to 41 Garage and Grill. If you like Jeeps, going on adventures, and occasionally throwing something on the grill, then this is the place for you, so smash the subscribe right now. Today we're talking about part 2 of our our Cherokee Overland build. Part 1 was just discussing what our plans are for near term and long term for the Jeep, and then also getting the 33-inch tires on there. One thing we have to deal with today is dealing with the fender rub that came with the 33-inch tires. This box right here is going to take care of that. Okay, so this is a Rubicon Express economy lift. I ordered through Fox Sake Metal Works in Bargersville. He got me taken care of right away, got it in really quick. So obviously we have some shocks. These are some spacers. Brake line extension. New U-bolts. Spacers for the rear. So again, this is about a 2-inch lift. So let's get to work. Oh wait, forgot the most important thing. Stickers. Okay, so now I'm just going to soak all the bolts on the shocks. Both on the bottom and on the top. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off. I already managed to loosen it up. Okay, so we're going to get these two out of here. So we got these shocks out really easy. It's actually way easier than I expected. So next what we're going to try to do is loosen the sway bar. I'm going to put the jack underneath the front axle to try to help give it some balance. I've soaked the sway bar link. Okay, next up is this retainer for the spring. Got the other side jacked up to try to give me some room here. Take some of that tension off the spring, and I'm going to hopefully just pop this bad boy right off. There we go. Okay, we got the spring out of the way. Now we got to get this out. It's called the spring isolator, and what it does is it protects, when this is up in here, protects from having the spring gouge into this. Honestly, if you just were to feel it, feels like the same material. I'm not sure why or what's different about it, but they say take it out, and we'll do that. So this one looks like it's original. See if we can get it out. Taking the screwdriver, trying to pry it loose a little bit at the top. So it's a matter of trying to get it in there, get it started. Basically just taking the screwdriver all the way around. Okay, so we got that off. Then we have our spacer here. It's got this little flat edge that's going to go towards the engine. Still going to put our isolator on there. Slide it back up into place. Okay, so you saw what a tough time I had getting that in there. So I think I'm going to try to bring it up this way instead. From the front, where I took it out on the back, I kept getting caught on where the shock mount is. So I still have to bring it up quite a ways to get it up onto the perch there. So I've got this lovely tool. Okay, so I got this side on. Just going to snug this up. Then I'll put the other half on. So that's snugged up. Now I'm going to take this other part I got this at AutoZone. You can go there and rent it for free, basically. They charge you, but when you return it, you get your money back. Okay, so I got both sides snugged. Get it up in place. The good thing is, if I die doing this, you'll see it. Okay. Now I'm just going to work them up. Okay, just make sure you get your notch right there, and you're good to go. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back together, and we're done with the front. Okay, here's the update. Got the front all back together. I didn't record it because it's basically just doing the opposite of what I did to take it apart. Put the shocks in, put the retainer down for the spring, and put your tire back on. So obviously I've turned the vehicle around in the shop here just to make it a little bit easier to work on the back end. I've already jacked up the tires, or taken off the tires, got the back end jacked up. So to work on the back end, the first thing I'm going to do is remove the shock. So let's do that. So one thing I'm going to do, just to hopefully make my life a little easier, is just hose down everything with some WD-40. All the U-bolt nuts and the shock bolts. You got that one already. I gotta reach way up in here and get this one. Okay, the ones up high are 10, so let's see if we can get those to go. Oh, that's not good. Well, I just realized it wasn't recording when I took that shock out. But basically, the two bolts up at the top you loosen, and this nut down here. Take that off, slide it off. All right, so now that the pressure's off, these are actually coming off on this other side. I'm going to get the spacer, stick it up there on the perch. I actually let it fall down too far, but no problem. Just going to jack it back up. Try to line up the leaf spring as it's going up. Okay, front one coming in. Ooh, wow, that one popped right in. Very nice. A little bit of a tap to get it the rest of the way up. Now it's just a matter of tightening things down. So that's done. Let's see what's next, because I'm not even sure. I think we're going to do the brake line next. Okay, so let's talk about where we are. I got the new brake line piece in. The kit will come with this brake line. It's just the extension to come off of the frame down to the drive shaft. I got lucky and it unscrewed real easy on both ends. Put it in and away we go. So the only thing I got left to do tonight is to put the shocks in and bleed the brakes. I didn't lose a lot of fluid from bleeding, but I lost some. So, but my helper has already gone to bed, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. But I want to show you this. Here's my big problem. So here's what's going on. Got my GoPro under here, hoping that'll make it a little easier to work down here with you guys. But you can see where the old bolts were broken off from the shock. Somebody took those out at one point. And these two little, I assume there's some type of self-tapping screws somebody put in there to hold the ones that I took out. Well, they snapped immediately. But really the moral of the story is we're going to push these in, take that gadget I have, hopefully, maybe, yikes, I don't see how that's going to fit in there, and going to take that gadget I have, put it in, line it up with these 2 bolt holes, screw the new one in, and boom, be done. Simple enough, right? Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Let's talk about how we're going to get these out. This lovely tool is going to hopefully do the job for us. Okay, so we got them both punched out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then let's talk about assembly. The nuts, we want to put those on top when we put it in. And then we're going to bring our bolts in from the bottom. So you just got to kind of weave it in through here. Hopefully that's on the camera. You can see it. It's very, very tight. What I'm going to do is hopefully work it back there. Okay, so I managed to get one side where I can see the threads. So I'm just going to start this to hold it in place. Come on. Okay, I got both of them started. Nice. So now let's just see how this goes. I think if I'm going to fight one side or the other, I'd rather put this side in first. So I have to take this bolt out. Let me show you what I had to do. I put this zip tie on it to kind of help hold it in place. Then I got the first one in, that what you saw. I ended up, and I was able to line up the other side. I can't remember which side is which right now. Snugged the one side down, which then pulled the second side down, which allowed me then to start the bolt into it. So now it's tightening them up and it's done. So far this is pretty awesome, working good. All right, we got the shock on. The other side was way easier, way easier, because the gas tank wasn't in the way. And ready to put the tires on now. This is winding down. And look who made it into the shop, my lovely assistant. Okay, so you just got back from a test drive. She's doing good. We gained another roughly 2 inches. So between the tires, moving to the 33-inch tires and the 2-inch lift, we've gained almost 4 inches of lift on this thing. Seemed to run good on just a quick test run. This weekend is our weekend down in the Daniel Boone Byway. So yeah, we're headed down to the Daniel Boone Byway with some other people. Gonna do some camping and hit some trails. So it ought to be fun, see how this thing does, shake it down a little bit, see what it needs, see where we can go with it. Yeah, I realize it's got a lot of rust underneath and all over the place, but it's kind of normal for Cherokees. I'm going to keep slowly improving it where I can. I have another surprise. I actually got a roof rack for it off of Facebook Marketplace. A really nice one, really cheap. But I'm kind of worried if it's even going to fit in the garage with the roof rack on it now. So we'll have to see. That'll be in the future. And I'm going to try to get it on before the Daniel Boone Byway thing. Anyways, so the Rubicon Express lift, 2-inch lift. Thanks again, Sean Fox, for helping us out, setting us straight on what we needed, and he's always willing to take calls whenever we call him with questions and things like that. So I appreciate that. So if you can support him somehow, do that. And what else? If you like this video, give me a big old dirty thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe right now and hit that bell to be notified when we do upload videos. And until the next one, we'll see ya. Boom!